Let me show you how to make Cuban style red kidney beans. They are called colorados. We start out with some Sazon by Goya, some chicken broth, onions, garlic, bell pepper, salt pork, and of course salt and pepper towards the end. And here we have red kidney beans that we're going to soak overnight. We take a pound of red kidney beans, either dark or light. Try to get a glass jar like this. It won't impart any taste at all on the beans, and make it as tall as possible because they are going to double in size. Now first we're going to take our beans and kind of look through them and pick out any little irregularities. For example, if you look through there, you'll see maybe little stones or pieces of wood. And rinse them really well, taking out any dust or dirt. And then this is what it looks like before we put it up for the night. We've got the water all the way to the top of the jar, and the next day they doubled in size. And we'll discard the water and get ready to do some cooking. And what we're trying to do is achieve that Latin taste, and this is going to be Cuban style. So we take the salt pork that we diced and we cook it in low heat because we want the fat to render out slowly. If we turn the heat up too much, they're going to get kind of crispy and hard. You don't want that in the food. Now when we've got some of the fat rendered, we can put in the garlic just for a few seconds, and then the onions. We put a little bit of salt in at this time. Normally you don't put salt into beans until the very end, but this is just to get the onions to sweat. By the way, visit us at www.thevideocook.com to see the rest of the collection. Now here we've got the bell pepper that we also diced, large dice, and we try to soften it as much as possible, but not brown it. This is the Sazon by Goya. It's available in most grocery stores clear across the United States nowadays. You shouldn't have any trouble finding it, but that is what's going to give it the true Latin taste. And what we're doing is we're coating all the veggies with the Sazon. You can read these recipes at the end of all my videos. I've got detailed written recipes right at the very end. And if you're on the website, of course, you'll see even more written detail. Alright, this is what it should look like after they're softened. And we're going to be putting in some chicken broth now. 16 ounces of chicken broth. And then the beans that we soaked overnight. If you're going to use canned beans, you wouldn't have to go through all this process. You would just be putting in some onions and bell pepper. At that point, they'd be ready to go. Now we're just going to cover it with water. In this case, we only used 2 cups, but that is all we're doing, is just covering it with water. If we were making soup, we would probably put in 1 quart of water. We cover it, we let it simmer. We let it simmer for an hour and a half or so. Here they're not done yet. We could put it in a crock pot if we needed to leave the home and maybe go shopping or something. The crock pot would take over and assure us that it would be only a simmer. It appears like they're done in this case. This is what it would be like if we used a crock pot, like this. They're done. And in this case, we're going to use the beans for another dish, but they are ready. See? Just like that. Enjoy. Red kidney beans, Cuban style. Thanks for watching. And if you get a chance, leave us a little comment and let us know how you did, or give us a rating on the video. Bye-bye for now. Thank you.